in what is probably the longest title episode ever in an anime, where you need to express our gratitude for the little things in life.
How
Like
little
the-
I'm talking about?
Well, like maybe think about the family that you have before joining, a cyborg terrorist organization, or your fiance, or that idol girl that you bought tickets to meet.
Oh, yeah. It's, as they say, it's always the little things that matter. Obviously, what
Yeah,
brings you joy, what brings you happiness. Yeah.
Yeah, but at least they're really bringing in that Geldom energy this episode.
You know, I was having some conversations online about Tons of Boro and how some people are just talking about how like the show has nothing to do with Kamen Rider. It's from whoever said that this show had anything to do with the actual series itself. Technically we are in a reality where the Kamen Rider is a TV show. It's kind of like our reality, but again, the reality is that there are modified human beings and genetically altered robotic mutants running around. And I know someone had messaged me and said, is it still proper to continuously say that Shocker are Nazis?
Yes!
Yes. Okay. Yes. But now watching this show and knowing what we know so far, the continuity is not lining up.
No, it's not.
Because obviously, yes, Shocker does exist here. Shocker is a thing. Yes.
Yes. Spider-Man's still around. Batman's still around.
Yeah. So
Geldom is nowhere to be seen.
But the thing is like Shocker itself, Shocker as who they are, or how they always have been. And I'm like, you know what's crazy? Shocker in this has no relation at all to the Shocker that we know of a global, terrorist organization based off of the former Nazi party that wished to completely dominate the world. This Shocker is more, again, from what we have right now, is more related to Kamen Rider the First. As in, like, it's not
the way it operates.
The way it operates, it's not a world domination. It's more like a crime syndicate.
Yeah, and they are more thorough with the brainwashing.
I mean, so to say, like, are they Nazis? Well, in Kamen Rider the First, they never referenced that. It was just pretty much a criminal organization of like mafia and from petty thievery all the way to organized crime.
Yeah,
because again, the Kamen Rider in that movie series actually robbed and stole from international
jewelry stores,
jewels, the rich and whatnot. So it's kind of like, okay, that's what this Shocker is, or what it's mostly aligned with. Because as far as we know, we haven't seen or heard anything about world domination.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Especially the fact that, like, especially with this episode, as you brought up, what do you mean that it's wearing off? What do you mean it's wearing off?
Apparently the brainwashing is only temporary. But we are asked with a much bigger question now. So now that we've encountered the Batman in the previous episode. And that question is, well, you guys should know what the question is. The question is, what's a Kamen Rider to do when a dangerous enemy appears? Which is the title of episode 8. And boy, is it a long title. And the grammar sucks.
Honestly, well, have you watched those Instagram, TikTok videos of people going to Japan and looking up the English in Japanese fashion or just in their publications? Like,
Yeah.
obviously, it's like, okay, I know and I understand and I get it, but who okayed this on a shirt? Who okayed this for publication? I, I, I don't know. I don't know. Apparently, it's that like yeah. I think someone told them to say that, and they said it was cool. But it's like again, it's like that whole thing of like you know someone who's Japanese tells you to get this tattooed on your body, and they tell you it means something.
But it really
Like,
means something else.
but it means like, oh, this means power, and I'm like,
No, that means
you want me
corn.
to tell you what that means? Because I know what that character is. It's like it means power. No, it literally says horse's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the Chinese, like seeing like Chinese people reacting to foreign Chinese tattoos, and it's like, why would you do that? Who told you to get that? Who am I? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Your best
no.
friend while you were drunk.
Unless you're very fluent in the language, or at least you know it. Like,
And chose to still do it.
don't do it. Again, that's why I'm glad I go the route I do when it comes down to getting such things. It's like, no, I'm not being stereotypical here. That I've seen so many mistakes. I've seen
Yeah.
that's not yakusoku. That's something else.
Yeah,
What
one of my favorite tattoos is no regrets.
it's really hard to really fuck up regret. It's one of the most commonly misspelled words in the English language.
That's
Because
the crazy part.
you spell it out, it's like, but you just spelled regrets, not regret.
Mm-hmm. But the funny thing is, on a tattoo, it actually kind of works because when you say no regrets as a permanent thing on your body, it's like
whatever. I was like, oh my god, I saw this funny meme that it's like no regrets, but it's like so. I think, and again, this is how people's sense of humor is. It said no regrets, and it was on the thigh, the upper thigh area where your knee is, like above the knee.
Mhm.
But the thing was that there was no knee, there was no leg.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, the guy got no regrets and spelled it regrets, but he lost his leg. And the story is that, oh yeah, well, again, to be as it may for your sense of humor, but apparently the guy was former armed forces. So I'm like, so no regrets, no. Former armed forces, served our country, But one hell of a story behind that. Oh yeah,
There better be.
carry on, sir. That's funny.
Thank you for your service.
Funny. That's funny. Like, most people will be like, no, yeah. But okay. Other than that, yeah, going back to what I was saying about Shocker and this, yeah, it doesn't feel like they're Nazis.
The same, yeah.
It doesn't feel like it because we're not seeing any military or any like type of. They're just Shocker grunts, pretty much. So if I were to say that they would resemble a faction, it would mostly be like the next movie where, or the first. I'm sorry, where it's they're just a bunch of like
hoodlums.
Yeah, but also the fact that in like the past 2 episodes we had to deal with the Yakuza. So it's like, why the heck would Shocker be doing that? Unless you're extorting the hell out of the Yakuza, which I don't think Shocker ever did. Which I'm like, why didn't you?
Why, indeed.
I'm like, you guys have, the capability to do it and shake down some of the most powerful people in Japan, but you didn't. You pretty much were like shaking down kids for pocket money.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that's an observation that
Now, where are those sea monkeys?
Yeah. Again, that was an observation that I've been having, not only watching this, but also watching it again dubbed, because I'm like, yeah, obviously, we say it because it's part of the history of the show. It is literally a fact. That Shocker has always been the former ranks of the Third Reich, but in this one, not so much. And that's fine. That's fine. I'm not saying they have to be. I'm just like, they're not. It just doesn't seem like they're world domination.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, someone asked me, so if that's true, does that mean that a Kamen Rider exists? Well, if a Kamen Rider exists, then we already would have known about it.
Yeah.
But all we know is that there's a TV show. And there continuously to be TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't think so. Not at all. Not at all. As of right now, I think they pretty much and also how it's been only in our timeline, it's been only maybe 10 or 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
Since a confirmed Shocker appearance, that it's by that time I'm pretty sure that if Shocker's real, maybe they realize, what, maybe we're not gonna make a grasshopper themed villain
for once.
Yeah, maybe not do that. Let's stick with the spider, the bat, chameleon, snake, cobras, and everything else, but not
and the obligatory bee woman.
Yeah, not a grasshopper. For some reason, grasshoppers are just
bad luck.
They're a problem for us. I'm like, okay. So because the Batman is actually confirmed here. It's actually.
I mean, we've seen a silhouette of him in a flashback in an earlier episode.
But I mean,
it's the first time we see him.
Yeah, modern day, and I'm like, oh well, okay. Yeah. So this is a whole fresh new episode. No references to the past two episodes of our Yakuza boy. Nothing to deal with that.
Still can't get over his backstory.
I'm still disappointed in that backstory. I'm like, for reals? And yet they still. Well, here's the thing, though. They made him into one, but did Spider-Man just give him the powers? Because it doesn't really seem that he's one of them as to what's going on in this episode. It's because we do see that there is a problem if you're not paying attention or not doing what it is you're supposed to be doing,
Yeah.
So that's my question with the Yakuza boss is so are you actually, or did you just get the transformation?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's just not working at all. But yeah, well,
can you imagine if the Yakuza boss ends up becoming the true Kamen Rider because he went through the whole process being reformatted by Shocker, but somehow the brainwashing just did not work on him, so he becomes a hero completely by accident?
You want to kill Tojima?
No, but I'm saying, what if the Yakuza boss guy ends up becoming the real life Kamen Rider of this world?
That would break.
He goes through the real backstory.
That would break his little heart. He is so dead set on being abducted and stripped of his humanity by Nazis. It's like a goal of his, and then to give it to some unworthy slob.
Yeah, who wanted to be a bad guy, and for stupid reasons on top of that.
Yeah. I'm just yeah. Yeah, that would
Mhm.
that would suck. That would totally suck. But yeah, so we got none of that. We're not referencing any of that stuff because I'm pretty sure it's like, yeah, we didn't even give you any tons of Boro or Yuriko last week. So fuck that. We're giving it to you today.
Yeah, starting by in the second half.
In the second half, well, they're at well in the beginning they're at a diner. They're back at the diner, like talking about like what
Can
it
a
is.
shocker be a good guy? Of course not. But what about me? You're different. Why? Yeah. Because you're getting married.
Yeah, it's apparently Eucharis is just like she like, you know what, if you want to have a voice or a body for the audience, it has to be her because look, we know an unhealthy amount of this superhero to the point that it's like it's not a flex. It's kind of like, no, yeah. This again, me talking about like the differences between criminal organization and Nazis. Like, oh no, there's a difference. There's a difference. Yeah. They don't wear black. See, their black is more of a charcoal black, while the other ones are midnight black. You know? Yeah. So pretty much it's like, well, what are we gonna do? What has to happen now? What do Kamen Riders do when they get confronted with a problem? And I just like, that's a good question. What do they do? That is a very good question. What do they do? And I was like,
we train.
Well, no, that's the kind. I was like, okay, yeah, but I'm like, the only time I ever remember Ichigo training was like way later, like
episode 13.
No, but I mean, like way, like, okay, yeah, like when he created the super spiral toss. I'm like, that was like at least in the 80s, at least. And for most Kamen Riders, yeah, they get their asses kicked, but then for some reason, the mystical MacGuffin that they apparently need just happens to show up. It can be quite annoying sometimes. Like, dude, were you not just getting your ass handed to you, and apparently you fell into this random trench where it's like, that certain lock seed or that certain ring you needed that you were looking for? Yeah, it's in this hole where you landed in.
How convenient.
How convenient, right?
Yeah. Although I'll say that speaking of falling down holes, there's nothing weirder than that one episode of Kikaider where like he tosses that. I can't remember. I think it was a mole person down a cliff, and then his kid just runs in after him.
Yeah.
Like a lemming.
Kikaider was one of those shows. Even the anime that came out in the early 2000s, Kikaider the animation. If you watch that the entirety, and even some of Kikaider, you're like, what the hell am I watching? Yeah, no, it's a good question. What are we watching? Because he throws them into the hole, and it's that quarry that they always fight in every Toko project. Mm-hmm. And then the kid just throws himself in there like, Daddy. I'm like, you just killed a robotic mole man in front of his child. And the child's natural reaction to that is to throw himself off the gorge with his father and blows up as well.
It's like watching a live-action version of Space Runaway Idion, although more like Space Runaway Idiot.
I'm like, yeah, no, that's Kikaider. I thought this show was for kids. It is.
It is. Yeah, you got to teach your kids not to be stupid enough to follow your parent off a cliff.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty much just the premise. I mean, have a healthy version of life. If not, you're gonna grow up to be a 40-year-old virgin trying to be abducted by Nazis.
Good grief.
But yeah, so apparently we get this whole thing about we must train. And like, train. This isn't Dragon Ball Z, guys. This isn't Saint Seiya or Ultimate Muscle or anything like that. What do you mean train? There's maybe a handful of times I can recall the Kamen Rider ever training. You know, even in
honestly,
modern society, I'm like, trained?
like if anything, Len from the American version of Dragon Knight does more training than most Kamen Riders do.
Yeah, the Kamen Riders kind of just like they get it. They know what they might do. Like even the most airheaded of characters, I'm like, this is our hero, ladies and gentlemen. How the hell did he make it? I don't know. It's plot armor.
Even Ryan Steele always goes to that one temple near Long Beach.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why. I really don't know why. But yeah, we decide that we must separate, we must disband and regroup. And in 10 days, we will have a tournament. Oh boy, here we go. Here we fucking go. Are we doing to get Master Genkai's abilities and being taught by her? Are we doing the World Martial Art Tournament? Are we trying to get like the gold Sagittarius cloth? Are we trying to get a hunter's license level type of tournament? Like what exactly a tournament? Oh, here comes the obligatory tournament arc.
It's I was surprised we're getting an obligatory tournament arc.
God almighty, no.
Yeah, the winner of the tournament gets to say that they are the truest, most powerful Kamen Rider, and the other 4 people get to re-challenge them at any time afterwards.
This is not a shonen show. First off, they're way too old.
Mm-hmm.
A shonen show typically is like, you know, young teenagers or whatever that grow into adults, you know. Look at Luffy, look at Ichigo, look at Naruto. Hell, look at Edward Elric. Look at Maka and Soul from Soul Eater. Like, you know, look at
I appreciate that Full Metal Alchemist had one tournament arc, and it only took up one episode, and most of it was off screen.
I am so. I was just like, bro, no. That's the one thing that I don't like about shonen. Like now is like they always have to make a tournament or something. I'm like, again, if you love shonen, I love shonen, but you gotta like, you know, open up your horizons and your tastes. If you're like, we're having an obligatory tournament arc, I'm like, oh god, here we go. And I'm like, there's only 5 of you, so 2 of them are gonna get their asses kicked, and then 1 is gonna fight fresh. That seems very unfair. Mm-hmm. But okay, fine. And of course, Eucharist is just kind of like, I don't get what the fuck is going on here. Neither do I, darling. And I willingly participate in this fandom. And I'm just here like, what? Mm-hmm. What are we doing? Are we in the right genre? This is a Kamen Rider show, right? No. Okay. So
He had a tournament arc for 2 episodes.
Yeah.
For 2 episodes.
Okay. But so let's fast forward a bit to we meet up at a idol performance, right? And again, these girls who are the idols kind of look a little bit familiar.
Don't tell me it's Kamen Rider girls.
No, because if it were Kamen Rider girls, you know that it would be more members. There's only 3.
Yeah. Well, there was that one episode of Gotchar where there were only 3 members.
Well, I mean, the thing is, what I think is because they're called combat girls, and I'm like, are we giving an homage to Mari, Yuri, and oh my god, Michi? Is that what we're doing?
I hope. Do they look like him? Does one of them look super glamorous with a rapier?
Yeah, no, one of them did. I mean, the hairstyles are different because it's modern day, but I'm like, again, who were the only girls in Kamen Rider, especially in the first series, that actually fought and actually battled hard that everyone knew? What was those 3?
Well, definitely not Emmy and Mika.
I mean, it's a stretch, but I'm like, that could be an homage to that. Mm-hmm. And we do find our would-be shocker grunts are here. because apparently they're fans of the idols. Oh man, the idol life, the idol lifestyle. Again, we didn't pick the thug life, dude. It picked us.
We ended up being cybernetically enhanced by the thug life against our will.
So what winds up happening is we don't focus on our 3 Yakuza boys, thank God. I've kind of had enough of them for a moment. And we focus on 3 random people leaving, and next thing you know, we pass a very tall looking woman. This woman is wearing a red tracksuit, like I want to say it's like a bob cut.
Well, she definitely does not look like an eggplant, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. She's got like, short hair, but she's a slice of pie. Let's just put it to you that she's a nice thick slice of pie. Does not look like a stereotypical Japanese. Is a bit taller, a bit more like, okay, yeah, we get it. Some Dami mommy vibes. Yeah, pretty much. Asking this random guy, like, what are you doing? Is this your girlfriend, your mom, your sister? What
your cousin thrice removed?
Yeah, what's happening here? Only to say, like, the brainwashing is wearing off. What's happening? I'm like, wait, excuse me, what? Can you repeat that? What?
The brainwashing is wearing off.
The brainwashing's wearing off. Yeah, so it's like the power of idols. Who knew?
Mm-hmm.
Who knew we didn't have to go?
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. What's his name? Why Hayato was able to resist the brainwashing, because the power of thirsting for Mari snapped him out of it.
I mean, seriously, we could have had like an idol group perform and like kick the shit out of Tommy's bullshit and Mighty Morphin. We could have done that instead of wasting 5 episodes. Wow. Okay. God damn. We could have gotten TLC and they would have knocked the bitch out of Tommy. But no, we decided to fight him for some reason. Okay, whatever. Anyway, yeah, we find out that this random weeb here is a shocker combatant. And then our lady over here is a lady combatant. With I want to say it's gray hair, not white hair.
Looks cyan to me.
I mean, either or. But I'm like, yeah, apparently she's an enforcer. Like, if you're not doing what it is you're supposed to be doing, then she comes after you and kills you. Because, again, you don't just get to leave the thug life.
No. Have we forgotten what Geldom does to Shocker?
Yeah.
Have we forgotten what Shocker did in the 3rd episode of the original?
That Shocker doesn't leave any enemies, Seriously. But, okay, so wait a minute. So this guy is a combatant. He is one of them, but what caused the brainwashing to confirm that they're not willingly joining Shocker. They're not past former Reich or anything. They're getting brainwashed into being mindless grunts and enhanced by the strength of like 2 times of what they normally were. So, okay. Doesn't end well for him. Well, duh, he's an idol weeb. He ain't got much fight in him. Yeah. The
idols themselves, it might have more fight if this was the Goku girls.
Yeah, maybe.
Remember the Goku girls? That anime on Netflix?
Yeah.
That is actually really fun, not gonna lie.
Take a bunch of former Yakuza men and make them into an
send them off to Thailand.
To be like the precursor to the K-pop demon hunters. Still not
and not gonna lie though, the Yakuza boss Loki looks like the commander from Elite Beat Agents.
Yeah, it's very like But yeah, doesn't end too well for our idol weeb here. Now we cut to another scene. The editing in this episode is so choppy, but it works. We see a woman in a park bench, and she
waiting
seems
for a
very
guy.
and a guy in the bathroom, kind of like nervous as all hell. And I'm like, why the fuck are you nervous, guy? She looks like she said, oh, okay. Yeah, I see why you're nervous. Okay. All right. We lost another one to marriage. We need to play the taps.
Dun 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 dun. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Let me start. Dun 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 dun.
Oh my God. No, but blessings to you. Because you're gonna need it. So yeah, he's kind of there. He's prepping himself up. He's smacking himself in the face. He's like, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it." You should have done it 5 minutes ago, because this
Now
is
that you're alone in a bathroom with
yeah,
another woman,
this woman just be this bathroom became all inclusive, because our shocker Dommy mommy over here is again repeating the same thing. Why is the brainwashing like not working? What is going on? And of course, a battle ensues. The flash of lights, the gladiator salute, and then we cut back to the woman. Like, I wonder where my boyfriend is.
he's taking way too long.
Yeah, I think he's just hanging around, baby. He'll be in the bathroom for a minute. He's just
Let's just say he
yeah.
needs to take a number 4 permanently.
Yeah. God, if he had only done it sooner. But yeah, them's the breaks. And apparently this is like the movie Casino, because we're not just doing one, we're not just doing two. We got one more. We're going for the trifecta here of a Japanese businessman coming home with a box, talking to someone on the phone.
Yes, I did bring the cake.
A cake, and you're walking down a dark alley, and there's a shocker Dommy mommy killing people?
No, who's the cake for? What's in the box?
Daddy, did you hear me? Oh,
Yeah.
Mommy,
where's Daddy? He hasn't been home in such a long time. He's been Dwight fried.
Yeah. So again, before such a thing happens, not like the other two, but apparently this guy has heard rumors about a purge against shocker combatants whose mind control has failed. And I'm
why did you escape the brainwashing? Because love.
Failed. It's failed. What do you mean it's failed? As far as I know, such a thing should not happen. But
I'll tell you why it happened. Because love makes the world go round.
Yeah, so apparently these people are just random people off the streets. Mm-hmm. Nothing really special about them, because normally Shocker would pick the best of the best to be a part of their ranks, but apparently not. These are just random businessmen, weebs, and whatever that are like, that they were taken, brainwashed, and for some reason, we're not sure why, but apparently along the way, an event happened that caused the brainwashing to slowly unravel itself like a poorly wrapped package. Apparently, it's love, because the love of an idol group, the love of your girlfriend, and the love of your wife
for your daughter
is enough to but here's the thing though. So they're fully aware that they're still part of Shocker. They're not denying it. They're not saying I know nothing about it. I have zero to do with any of it.
I just found better things in life to aspire for.
Yeah, they're still part of the organization. It's just that, just like Mace Hughes is like, yeah, sorry, I got a wife and daughter waiting for me at home. I'm like, is that really all it takes? And also, I thought the Shocker combat.
Any last words before I kill you? Yes. You can't hurt me with the things that you do. I'll pick dandelions and I'll give them to you.
I really,
Yes. Yeah, like that's a dramatization of Powerpuff Girl lyrics.
I'm kind of just like, so you guys found love, but you still continued to align yourself with these people.
I think the issue is that it's more like they can't undo the cybernetics. They still have the enhancements, and they can still transform. It's like you can't just go to Shocker, have them undo the surgeries, and be on your merry way. You're basically stuck with them.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're stuck with them, but it's like, but you still take the call of Shocker. You're still within the ranks. It's just like, well, no, we can't have them like them again. The connection to the original show, you had people living normal civilian lives too, and you didn't really give a shit then. Or is this like a Geldom moment? Because of love.
I mean, remember, even in Kiva, the whole purpose of the Checkmate Queen is to kill Fangires that explicitly fall in love with humans. So much so that even Rook gets outranked. It's like, you had to kill 33 brides within a time limit. I'm sorry, but this bride in particular, she's mine and you can't have her. So enjoy that Thunder Sunday because she's my bitch.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was obvious with that, it's like, the old rules of the aristocracy, But here it's just kind of like, yeah, they're still Shocker combatants. What? But they're so perfectly hidden within society that no one would ever guess. So what's the problem? It's just that we can't have love in our organization. We just can't. We're too red pill for that. Love is for the weak. Yeah, you say that, Miss Shocker Dommy Mommy, but you're getting your ass kicked by this guy. And I'm not saying that this is like an unfair battle. Obviously, like every Shocker combatant has been juiced, yeah. But
apparently the juicing is proportional to the abilities they had before the surgery. So because this dude was a member of the French Foreign Legion.
So if you were just a regular person, then yeah, fine. But when someone who's ex-military, it's okay, fine. Well, I think we're about to have someone die here. And it's not who you think it is. Because, again, she got wrecked. We don't have a name for this combatant yet, but she got wrecked. And it's like, our former combatant is saying how he's so much better than her, so much powerful. Hell, he could even take on a kaijin if he wanted to, and no one could stop him. You really want to say that?
The problem is...
You really want to say that? Again, that's like saying I can kick anyone's ass, and next thing you know, you're like 5'4", and there's a man who's at least 6'2" right behind you. Yes, because now enter the Batman.
Yeah, like he does that drop like from the movie Dark Knight when he like jumps off that rooftop and lands on that car. Except the car is a dude's head.
Yeah, he crushed it like a can of soda. And I'm like, so wait. You killed him, he's dead. Uh-huh. Are you just gonna leave the body there? Oh, it'll turn into pearls in a minute. Oh, yeah, that's because I'm like, wait, you just left all the body? Oh, yeah, that's right. They either turn into foam or they turn into pearls.
Mm-hmm.
But
Pearls
yeah,
are still here.
our Dami mommy is just again, she got beaten up, she got wrecked, not dead, but I'm like, okay, so would that mean that she's gonna die? Because again, the kaijins and the combatants really are not equal, and we've seen how they've treated past past combatants. But no, apparently the Batman has compassion and left her at his forearm.
Drink my own blood and you'll become stronger.
He actually does reveal her name, though. We don't know her name, but we actually do. It's Thunder Ruriko.
I think it was like Thunder Raika or something like that.
Raiko or Ruriko?
No, it's definitely not Ruriko. It's 3 syllables, but it's where it's like where it's 5 English letters.
I'll have to look. I'll have to see how it's pronounced.
Tojima.
But this is where the episode kind of ends in terms of interesting premise,
Yeah, because the second half is a little less.
Except for the part
Thunder Raiko. See, I was right. It was Raiko.
Okay. But again, only to the point that I'm like, there may be 1 or 2 entertaining tidbits in this part of the second half where obviously, everyone has gone to train, obviously.
Yeah, Rider Man's having the hardest time because why do I not have a mouthpiece?
Because apparently they wanted to you're technically not a fully developed rider. I don't know why you're considered one of the main riders.
Yeah. It's okay, like with Ichimonchi, I get why he is considered a main rider because he actually was the main rider for 39 episodes.
Yeah. But again,
Rider Man, it's like
not really.
You're barely a second rider.
Yeah,
if you really think about it, Human Tackle was more of a second rider than you were in terms of like how much she contributed to the team. Heck, for the same reason, I lament that Jean from Revice isn't considered the second rider.
Yeah, it's weird with Rider Man. It's just kind of like, yeah, we gave it to him, but you didn't give it to Tackle. Okay, fine, whatever, I guess, whatever. So yeah, we do get a training montage of of Ichi, of Mitsuba, of Ruriko training, in their own way. And also you get it like training with Matsuba, but kind of they're struggling, but it's not the fact that they can't. It's more along the lines of she's so into him that training can take a hike. You're not really training,
It's more like you're making out.
Yeah, well, you're making out, but apparently a few other things happen too, which are implied. We don't see anything. But now we get to the actual interesting part of the second half of this, which is
Tojima's training arc.
Yes, and I actually did look into this. I was like, okay, I need to know. I really am curious.
Who played the bear?
Well, yeah, who played the bear? But also, is there such a thing as because again, it's Japan. I know that there are black bears in Japan. I know that. But is there really a bear that big? And I'm like, yeah, there actually is. And it kind of gives us a location of where we're at. Because this certain type of bear, this species of bear is only located in one part of Japan. It's Hokkaido.
One of my favorite parts.
We're up north. We're up north in the land of bears and crabs. So, yeah, this bear who we saw in the first episode where Tojima was training is actually called, I believe it's called a Urusei bear. It is a bear that is related to the American grizzly, but is mostly found in Russia and northern parts of China and Hokkaido.
If I had to guess, Continental Bridge.
Yeah, like apparently, long ago, some of them did make it across, but the tides rose, and and the
Yeah,
thing,
that's why my Yupik ancestors are both American and Siberian, because some of the because 55% of the Yupiks made it to Alaska, while the other 44% stayed in Siberia. And then when the Continental Bridge broke, it is what it is.
yeah. But yeah, I did look up into this species of bear. This bear can grow up to be, like, standing wise, it can be about 7 to 8 feet tall standing. It weighs about like 1,000, like almost 1,400 pounds, and has enough strength to flip over a small car. It has the jaw capability to actually crush a human skull, like if it was eating like nuts or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this bear is really, it's related to the American grizzly, but apparently it can grow bigger than the American grizzly. Apparently this species of bear is the second largest, like only behind the polar bear.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and Tojima is fighting it.
Yep.
Yeah. Apparently I even
and
looked it up.
Kicking its ass.
Apparently I looked it up too, that back in the olden days of Japan, there actually was a species of this bear that actually terrorized and attacked the people of Hokkaido, even to the point that the Japanese military and special hunters were called to kill it. Like, this thing literally got the title the Lord of the Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Because these bears, in all honesty, if left out, there is nothing that challenges them. They are like the apex predator in their territory. If you get in their territory, you best. Well, I don't even know if you can run, because they clock in at least 25 to 30 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So, good luck. But again, Tojima is fighting our sweet Winnie the Pooh bear like if it's nothing.
It's like, this is guy inhuman.
The bear is having intermonologue again. Mm-hmm. And again, like, you might think I'm talking out of my ass when I'm saying these facts about the bear. The bear even plainly says it in his monologue that he is the Lord of the Forest. They only give that title to these bears. Like, there is no, oh my God, no, I ain't talking out my ass, dude. Go look it up. These bears are no joke. And Tojima is just like not only one other anime character has ever beaten up a bear this badly, and that's Heihachi from Tekken.
Mm-hmm.
Even made the damn bear his pet. Although I think with Tojima, it's not so much that he made a friend, it's more like he, I think, scarred the bear mentally.
Yeah.
Because before he, again, he's going to do a rider kick, the bear's internal monologue is like,
no. I better go into a submissive formation so he could back off.
Yeah, no, I was like, the bear is gonna fight, isn't he? The bear is gonna do a Kamehameha. No, he just lays on his back and just like,
with his belly open.
I submit. Okay.
But the thing is, he's already mid-kick.
Yeah, there's no way he can stop this. Gravity is pretty much gravity is your enemy.
So the bear's like, but I submitted. Like, you're merciless.
Yeah, right in the sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
To the point that the bear goes running away, and Tojima's like, yeah, I'll spar with you next time. No, you won't. I'm leaving. I'm going to the zoo. Yeah, that's probably the better thing for you, Mr. Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Again, That was possibly the most entertaining part of this episode right there.
Yeah.
That's a meme right there. That is so a meme. And this is not an alien or some enhanced human or cyber. This is just a man. This is just a guy, and he just beat up a bear.
He fully realized.
Yeah, pretty much. And now we get to the point of the episode which I'm like, you know what, we can again. So yeah, training, tournament.
Basically just like pick a phallic object, whichever one you think is prettiest, and of course they all pull one out, and whatever number they land on, it's like, and the thing is, originally in the first round it was supposed to be Tojima versus V3, while Shocker Girl Yukaris was up against Rider Man. It's like,
but
you know what? You know what? Whatever. I'll fight Tojima last because that way I get to kick everyone's butt.
You know what? I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm like, this guy acts like such a fucking Chad. And I'm like, bro, you ride a bicycle.
Yes. I forgot to mention that. He has a bicycle from when he was a kid, and he's got the helmet.
He's got the official V3 light up like the headlights for his bike that he had as a kid on this one. And I'm like, wait, didn't you have a motorcycle? I could have sworn we saw you riding a motorcycle when you were introduced. No, he was just posing by a motorcycle. That wasn't his. So he dresses in all leather like a biker, looks nothing like V3, but keeps saying he's V3. Even attitude-wise is not V3. And yet, you know, like, I'm such a Chad in my bike. You got ribbons on the handlebars there, you know.
He's Shigeru Joe, if anything.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, such a badass. My God, you got the bicycle, the baseball card in your spokes or something.
Yes,
making that sweet motorcycle sound, even though you can't. Also, the fact we find out from Mitsuba that, yeah, his brother doesn't have a cell phone, doesn't drive a car or any type of transportation, and kind of lives off the land like some old hermit for some reason.
Yeah, he grows his own vegetables, just like that one Shocker guy. Good for him.
Good for him, but I mean, I would imagine that would have been traumatic for you that you wouldn't do that. Because this is a Nazi that you were, you know, like, I don't know. He is fucking weird. He is like literally like, I don't understand who or what you're trying to do here. Especially the fact, like, so you're not mad at your brother for dating a brainwashed, you know, combatant. You're like, you will like, what was the point of drawing lots if you're not going to stick to the rules? You know, what's the point of any of this? I am so with, you know, with Ruriko over here. Like, what the fuck is going on? I wish I could tell you, darling. I really do. I don't even get it. So, in all honesty, we just leave off on the fact that, you know, that
Tojima's about to fight Yukari.
Yeah, Tojima's gonna fight Yukari. So that's it. That's pretty much where we leave off. You know, that's such a tease. That really is. Although I am wondering how that's going to go down, because obviously Ruriko did kick her ass. So I'm like, Tojima, this should be no problem. But
watch, he's gonna be too gentlemanly and lose.
Possibly. That's what I think. But I'm like, again, Tojima, he is a shocker combatant. So,
or he's gonna try to overkill because she's a shocker combatant.
Maybe. But I'm like, yeah, I want to know what's up. I want to know how this is gonna go down. And again, if Tojima knock the Spider-Man on his ass, and then kick the crap out of the Lord of the Forest. I don't think this is going to be much of a challenge, honestly. But we have
one of two things going to happen. Either A, he's going to overkill and maybe Rider Man's going to intervene, or B, he's going to end up acting too gentlemanly, which will give her an opening for him to like easily be taken down.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. And it is a thing that like we do get a obligatory like third person point of view of this, where Yukari is just like, I'm gonna win this tournament. I'm like, good for you. Good for you, darling. Good for you. I'm rooting for you. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm hoping something entertaining happens next week.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this for a while now.
Yeah, I want to know, and I also want to see the fight between like Mitsuba and his brother, because I really want this guy to get his ass kicked. Like, I really dislike him.
Same.
Yeah, he's not like you're not V3. You're not anybody. So at least your brother is like informational and give it. You're just I'm V3. Okay, fine,
And nothing else.
And nothing else. But that's it. Episode 8. What a Kamen Rider do when he is confronted.
Yeah, very long episode title. Not a fan of long episode titles.
Yeah.
But this is honestly a 7 for me. Again, not much happens.
No,
there's a few good scenes, but a few good scenes and a good episode does not make.
Yeah, if only for like the first part, and then like another at least another 5 or so minutes into the second half, that's when you get the good part of it, and you leave us off with like no fighting, no nothing. It's wait till next week. Look, I do have like, so who is this random shocker woman? What's her deal? What's going on? Why is this not working? That I want to know more about. Not this
love makes the world go round.
Not this random shonen like battle tournament that they want to shove in there. And I'm thinking that the manga artist did that just because it's like, yeah, they always kind of do this. And I just rather have some fun with it, because it's like there really is. It's not that they're all capable people, obviously, but in all honesty, there's really no reason. It's just kind of there to be like, yeah, we're just poking fun at the battle shonen trope, I guess. But all right, yeah, I kind of do say it's like a 7. It's a low 7 because, again, only the beginning, and then like 5 minutes into the second half of it is what's really all you need to know about. And then we wait for next week. So,
alrighty,
all right.
Let's see what you guys have to say about it. The poor bear.
Yeah, that's animal abuse.
Imagine if the bear became the 6th Ranger Rider. You know what I mean.
I was actually thinking that when the bear was having his internal monologue. I'm like, is the bear gonna pull out a fucking drive right now? Is he maybe gonna go blonde? Is the bear gonna go like ultra instinct on us?
You know, it'd be funny if the bear's like, you know what? Screw the Showa era. I'm gonna be a Kamen Rider Akito because I was way cooler.
Or the bear reveals that it's had training weights on his ankles, and he finally takes them off, and it's literally the equivalent of 2 blue whales that have been attached to his legs.
Oh my god!
And the bear finally gets supersonic speed.
Freaking Rock Lee.
Yeah, no. He's nothing but eyebrow.
Yeah. Oh. The Bears' favorite rider is Kamen Rider J.
Oh,
So
yeah.
big.
Just so big.
Yeah.
Just so big. Like, it's the very first bear Kamen Rider.
Yeah. Come to think of it, I don't remember us ever having a bear Kamen Rider.
We've had
Uh,
bear kaijins before. We've had
we've had Bear Sixth Rangers.
Well, I mean, technically that was a cat, wasn't it?
No, I'm talking about Gochuger. He's a polar bear.
I mean, like an actual bear, not like a bear motif. Like it's an actual bear. Which, again, I have seen the polar bear. And I'm like, okay, but why does he look like? Why does the mech itself or the robot itself look like that drink cup that Starbucks came out with like a couple of weeks ago that everyone is going crazy about?
Let me think. Has there been any bear themed Kamen Riders ever? Not counting O's.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a panda, and there is massive debate whether pandas are actually classified in the bear family.
Koalas definitely are not bears, though.
No, koalas are not bears. They're not
They're
bears.
marsupials. Okay, let me think.
In fact,
not in Blade.
The only reason why people say koala bears is I think it was like an English term.
Mm-hmm.
Like technically, it's like no, they're just koalas. They're not koala bears. They're just koalas. That's like
Deno axe form count as a bear?
I have no idea. I haven't fully seen
Deno. Okay, Deno asterisk. Okay,
like bear,
Eva,
like bear,
not
like,
decade, not double, not like O's.
Actual bear, like got like if an actual bear got into the Fies gear and became Fies, like would that be a thing? Because again, the Fies gear was passed around like a fucking joint at a high school kegger.
Kaiser gear even more so.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know, maybe a bear could be a Kamen Rider at this point. We've had bear kaijins. We had at least 2 bears in Kiva.
Bravo is a bear fig.
Well, I don't know. I wait for the day where an official bear gets a try.
Pierre Alfonso is technically a bear.
He's but not bears. Not those bears. He's a different kind of bear.
Okay, let's see. Okay, not Ghost, not X8.
No, unless you're trying to do something. I can't even think of bears in video games. I can only think of Winnie the Pooh.
I know that Build had a Kuma TV for.
Yeah. No, I know that.
But I don't know if that counts either.
Like I said, it has to be an actual bear. Like an actual bear, like becomes a Kamen Rider. Like just imagine that being a thing.
Surprisingly, there isn't a 3 Bears Wonder Ride book. There's the 3 pigs, but not the 3 bears.
3 pigs. Well, yeah, there were 3 pigs in that one, but I'm like, why wouldn't you just call it the 3 little pigs?
Mm-hmm.
3 pigs.
Yeah, because like that's the one that Kenzan uses to like triplicate himself.
Yeah. But I'm like, yeah. Well, we know about 3 bears, but not 3 pigs.
3 little pigs.
Like that green slime song, little pig, let me in.
Oh, what's it called? The Aku version. It's like, you're the big bad samurai. Little pigs, let me come in. Little huff, puff. I'm gonna break my way in. Yes, Jackie.
Yeah,
Mr. Aku, that story's too scary.
That's the point.
That's
the point.
I love how like you have this whole episode dedicated to Aku just reading war stories to kids.
Like more warped fairy tales than what they would normally be. Like, yeah.
Yeah, basically he's trying to sell them pro Aku propaganda or at least anti-Jack propaganda. But what's funny is that the very story he tells is basically his actual origin story, except he basically switches places with Jack's dad. It's like you don't notice it when you first watch the episode, but when you watch Birth of Evil's 2-part episode and then go back to episode 13, he's technically telling the story of Jack's father.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, but yeah, let me think. Not Revice. Punk Jack was one of 3 bear-themed writers. So yeah, we do have some bear-themed writers. We got 3 of them actually. We got a grizzly bear, a panda bear, and a polar bear.
Bears. I want them to be actual bears though. Like, okay, yeah, the gimmick. I'm like, no. I want an actual bear to be the Kamen Rider. I demand it.
And then Gabu's straight up a gummy.
That was more jelly bean than gummies.
I don't know. He's got the ears. He's got paw prints on his feet. I'd count it.
I don't know. Okay, so I guess technically we do have a base bear in Gob.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
But let's see an actual Ursa Day as the cover.
I want an actual bear. I demand it. I demand that a bear be the Kamen Rider.
Yeah. All right. Let's. I love how much mileage we got off of that. Just that one comment. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. We do Tojima Tanzabara wants to be a Kamen Rider. We got Ultraman Omega, number 1 Sentai Gojuju, Kamen Rider Black, Kamen Rider Zets. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, we uploaded both of our interviews from Robo Toy Fest. We got Mike Gatto, who played Young Tommy, and John Tui, who played both Doggy Kruger from SPD and Daggeron from Mystic Force. So we got one person who becomes 2 Rangers one night the other day. Yeah, no, good times, good times. You were there for that, in fact. Not on camera, but you were there for that. And yeah, no, it was fantastic. And definitely check that out. Check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we discuss various movies and TV shows. And we're going to upload more content for that. We just recently uploaded our vlog for ToonCon, so definitely check that out. And let's see, anything else coming up? Okay, also, we got, if you want to meet us in person, we're going to be at Pasadena Convention Center on January 25th for Pasadena Comic-Con and August 28th through the 30th for Power Morphicon, which we will celebrate the 20th anniversary of Mystic Force. So expect more John Tui interviews, let's be honest. Expect more John Tui next year. Yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to check out our personal content, we're both on Instagram. Do not hesitate to say hi to either of us. But until next time, please enjoy the holiday season. It's Thanksgiving, and we are very grateful for you guys for the love and support. And we hope to see you guys again real soon. Have a good one. Bye.
Good night, guys.
Mm-hmm.